folks, how you doing? WrestleTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, Mind, Body, Spirit, Fitness. Links in the description box, social media, related topics. Coming at you today with a spiritual video on why Christians shouldn't participate in yoga. I don't know if you've ever heard that or not, but for me being a Catholic, I've definitely heard it. And a lot of people, when they just hear a lot of things that the Catholic Church teaches or says, they think it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. They're just trying to force a bunch of rules upon us. And if we don't do any research, sometimes it can seem that way. But if you do some research into the teachings, then they start to become clear. We have to be, we have to not harden our heart, and we need to at least be willing to explore the meaning of these rules. So this one is going to be why Christians shouldn't do yoga. And I never understood it. I never really cared because I don't do yoga. The only time I ever did was when I bought the P90X, the first one, and I did it. And it was cool. It was actually the most rewarding exercise out of the entire DVD set. But once I was done with the DVDs, I never did yoga again. It didn't bother me. So first we've got to understand what yoga is. I think it comes from the Hindu religion, Hinduism. And I never knew what it was until I was talking with another Christian guy who actually, not being Catholic, thought that you shouldn't do it as well. And I was talking with him, and I came up with two different ones, and I don't know which one is correct. I didn't do that much research on it. But it says that when you perform yoga, these are the two different things that I've heard what yoga actually is. So when you actually are performing yoga, every single pose that you do, whether you're doing, whatever to warrior 1, 2, 3, whatever the case may be. Nice little rhyme there. But each pose gets you closer to enlightenment. It's like a form of Hinduism meditation. And every single pose, as you breathe and go through these movements, brings you closer to enlightenment. It's a form of meditation. I've heard that being explained. The other one is, I've heard of it being every pose is praising one of their gods, since they are a religion of many gods. So every single pose is a prayer to a god. Now, as a Christian, this should be a no-brainer, even if you're a non-Catholic, right? The first commandment, thou shalt have no god above me. Thou shalt have no other god, right? So if you are performing yoga right there, you are breaking the main rule, the number one rule of Christianity, that you don't even have to be Catholic to know that we shouldn't have no other God before our God, right? So that is the reason why no Christian should be performing yoga. And I know for Catholics, we've got practicing Catholics and non-practicing Catholics, so I think it's funny because any other form of Christianity, there's no such thing. But so I guess if you're a non-practicing Catholic, what do you care? You don't believe what the Catholic Church teaches, and if you don't believe what the Catholic Church teaches, in my opinion, you shouldn't even be Catholic, right? But, so just, whatever. Just letting you know, all Christians out there, that when you are performing yoga, you are performing another form of religion. You are praising another God. And the only best way I can put this is, you've got to realize that then. Would you want, now that I'm only talking to Catholics, because I don't know about the non-dominationals and stuff, to me, when you go to church there, it's more of just like a big Bible study and you're talking. I listen to it on the radio. But to put it in the perspective of a Catholic, would you seriously want to see someone from one of these other countries, a Hindu guy, making his own little prayers out of a rosary bead, out of a rosary to praise his gods, or just to do whatever he wanted with? Would you want to see that disrespected? Would you want to see them disrespecting the Eucharist, the body and blood of Christ? Would you want to see them doing that? We wouldn't want to do that. Same thing with America, right? We don't want to see them dropping the flag on the ground, burning it. When things happen like that, all of a sudden it's get out of America. We don't want you here. If you don't respect America, we don't respect you, blah, 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 blah. But we're doing the same thing to this other form of religion when we are performing yoga. We're disrespecting them the same way as stepping on their flag, or the same way as degrading the Eucharist or degrading a rosary. So we've got to be able to look at it in that sense, folks, right? It's not about us. Like I've said before, it's not me. I like yoga, so I want to do it. It's us. And if we are causing conflict in pain in another area, then we shouldn't be doing it. We need to get out of that. It's all about me, right? Because it's not. It's about unity. So, once again, I hope that sheds some light on the topic on why any Christian should not be performing yoga. I hope this is food for thought, gives you something to pray about, to think about, and kind of contemplate on whether you should be participating in this form of exercise or not. So once again, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, share and like these videos.